So from Hideaway Hills to beautiful Jack Frost National, here we are with Brian Lepre, professional here at Jack Frost. Thanks for having us, Brian. Boy, what a beautiful location. Here we are. You brought us out to a par 3, but talk a little bit. 4 years old is Jack Frost National. Talk about the golf course. What's going to really be the signature thing that brings people to Jack Frost?
Well, there's a lot of great golf courses up in the Poconos, #1, so we'd hate to say that, you know, we were head and shoulders above anybody else, but we have a terrific property here. It's a very player-friendly golf course. I think that's what sets it apart from everybody else. A lot of the golf courses in this area are very difficult. Some people like difficult golf courses, some people like fair golf courses, especially when a lot of our play is tourism. Maybe the player who doesn't play as much golf. So at Jack Frost National we have 5 sets of tee boxes, which really allows players of all ability levels to come out on a weekend and experience the championship round of golf. It's typical to what they would see on the pros playing on TV, you know, so it offers players of all ability levels the opportunity to play like the big boys play.
And you never know who you're going to see. How about the wildlife? As we demonstrated here earlier, a little friendly fox.
Yeah.
I don't know if he wanted to join us or not.
I think we should have let him. He looked like he could hit it. But for the most part, you can come out here and see a bear, a couple bear, foxes, deer, and they'll walk right up to you. They're pretty domesticated.
Well, before they get involved in our game, why don't you and I tee off here? What do we got waiting for us on this hole?
This is our 3rd hole. It's a great par 3. Jack Frost has 4 sensational par 3s. We don't want to go over because it's going to be a tough up and down, so we'll aim for the middle of the green and go from there.
Middle of green and make a putt. Up and to the left a little bit.
Little left. Sit down.
Is that on that
right in the rough
green
there,
a little bit? Okay. Well, see, I hit it to the right. That's not going to work.
We're doing military golf.
Okay, wow, a little more wind than I thought, but I'm pretty good at that short club, so.
Okay.
Okay, Brian, now, a little short, and I do have my options here, right?
Absolutely. That's the best part of these low-mo approach areas. Gives the player a lot of options. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing if the player doesn't know what he's doing. But here, you have the option of flying up to the pin with a lot of backspin coming off of this tightly mown surface, or you can even bump and run it through the approach area
take
there
like
with
even
like an
8 iron or something like that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let me try to flop it up there with this little wedge.
I like it.
Well, I hit it right, but I don't think I hit it hard enough, Brian. Look at that. It's going to land right on that hill.
It's going to come back down to you a little bit.
Just have to make a longer putt than I wanted.
That's right. They go in from everywhere.
So you're just going to try to flop that like I didn't do it and get a lot closer than I did,
Well,
right?
it's very similar shot. I mean, I have my options here. I brought my putter just in case I wanted to putt it through this stuff, but I think I have enough of it in front of me where I want to fly it over. You know, land it about 10 feet onto the green. Hopefully I get a little check on it.
Oh, that could be dandy. That could be dandy. Look at that.
Something like that.
Wow, something like that, huh? Hey, Brian, that's good for me.
Good for
Great
me,
shot.
too. Good for me, too.
Now, let me see if I can get the halve with you here.
Let me get you a read. Right to left?
Outside on the right? Okay.
Greens don't break as much as they show.
Would look.
No,
Okay.
they're still new greens, so they don't have the grading in them yet. Pretty straight, I'd say.
Okay.
Harry.
Just got to get it up this hill. Just got to get it up the hill. Ran out of gas.
Not bad. That's a tap in. That's good for you, too.
And on to our next hole. What do
On
we
we
have
go.
waiting for us?
We got the 4th hole. It's a dogleg right par 5. It's one of our nicer par 5s here on the golf course.
Brian, here we are. This is number 4, and it's a dogleg par 5. But like I said back on that other hole, number 3, everything just seems to be carved out of nature here.
Absolutely. This was a virgin forest before we built it, and it really took them a long time to build this golf course because they were cutting through, you know, land that no man has ever been on.
Right, and they have to protect it with
absolutely. We go
wildlife
through great lengths to protect the wildlife here.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, building the golf course was somewhat of a benefit to the wildlife.
All right, here we have obviously a little dogleg to the right, and you got that bunker sitting right out in the middle of the fairway. Now, somebody like yourself, you don't even see that bunker, do you?
It's a par 5 with 2 options. You can either go to the right, you're bringing in the trees into play, but you're also going to have a shorter shot into the green. You might get home in 2, a chance for a birdie or maybe even an eagle. The safe play is the wide fairway to the left of the bunker, and that's where majority of the golfers go.
And they still have a second shot
It's
clear.
a 3-shot hole for them. It still plays very fair, yep.
All right, let's see how it's done with a 2-shot hole.
That might be fine.
Right. Is that a little too much, or is that all right?
That might be fine from this tee box,
Really?
to be honest with you.
Wow.
It goes way right, yep.
Yeah. That's probably going to fade right into the bunker or short of it, huh?
You're just fine. You're right by the runway there.
Okay. All right, Brian. I am just going to use that bunker down there as sort of a target. If I can get it to within 20, 15 yards of that, I'm in good shape, right?
Absolutely. You have a nice wedge to a 9-iron in.
Okay. Oh, I pulled it a little bit. What do you think? That should work.
Catch a break there.
A little tight.
Right down by the bunker.
Okay. Well, you bombed this one out here about 350 as the crow flies. But look, no margin of error, and you landed it perfectly. Now you got about 180 to the hole. Yeah,
luck was on my side today. Cut a lot of the golf hole out, which is always good for a par 5. Got about 180 yards in. I'm just going to try to hit somewhere in the front of the green. Over's dead. I'd love to get a birdie here. So front of the green is A1.
Birdie? How about eagle?
You never know.
High and to the right.
Looks like it's going to be a little to the right.
Going to come back. Kind of hung out there.
I can live with that. I can get that up and down.
All right, Brian, where do you think I got here?
I think you got about 110, 115 yards to the back pin. You want to miss right because it's flat to the right. Left is a false front type of thing.
And back is Death Valley.
And back to Death Valley as usual.
Okay. Is it back far enough?
Looking good. Get moving, baby.
Get up. Get up.
That's a very good golf shot. All right, I drew a pretty reasonable lie here on a par 5. I should be able to get this thing relatively close for a birdie look.
Oh, this looks nice, Brian. This looks nice.
Thank you.
Great shot.
Yeah, I can play from there.
All right, Brian, I did what you said. I got it back here on the top shelf, right?
Yeah.
Flat putt, relatively speaking.
Listen to the pro. This is the best part of the green to be on because you have a flat putt up the hill. If anything, it might go a little to your right.
And just a little uphill.
Very makeable.
Obviously, this man has seen me putt, too. All right, let's see what we can do here. Oh, Harry, you put it way out there.
Tap in par.
All right.
Great par.
Settle for my 5. All right, Brian, you got, what, 4.5 feet, huh?
Yeah, not much left. Pretty flat putt, I think.
You've had this putt 75 times?
Yeah, I like it when I'm this close. I wish I was here this often.
Don't end a streak here.
No.
Bottom of the cup. Even with a fly on it, he makes, huh? Good concentration. Listen, talk about how great this golf course is. We've been talking about it here just for 2 holes, Jack Frost National.
We're about 5 minutes from I-80. We're about 2 minutes from the Pennsylvania Turnpike, which is great from people coming down your way. And we're about 20 minutes from the heart of the Poconos, as well as shopping and everything down there. So it's a great resort area and tourist area. So the location, it couldn't be better.
Well, there you have it. Go on their website. Go to our website for more information on Jack Frost National. We'll be back. Inside Golf continues with our panel of experts and teed off.
To the duffers, the hacks, we've been there.
To the 3 and 4 putters, we learned.
And to the rough riders and sandmen, we're ready to teach you.
To everybody out there who thinks they can't play the game, the over 28,000 PGA golf professionals say, we're here to help you discover or rediscover the joys of golf. To you, and you, and you, we're here.
The Philadelphia Section PGA is here to teach you. Play golf, Delaware Valley.
Whatever we deny or embrace, for worse or for better, we belong together.
Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people, connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.